We're here with Debbie Schaeffer of Mrs. G's. Mrs. G's was her grandmother, so now she's Mrs. G. And we asked her about local food and what type of appliances might be most useful. Debbie, what do you got?
Oh, I'm so glad to be here with Princeton Eats. So they came to me and asked me about local food. What's the first thing I thought of was the Liebherr refrigerator, because Liebherr is an industry leader about food preservation and also about flash freezing. Their freezers go down to a negative 30 degrees. So when we're picking out our blueberries in July, we're doing our peaches, New Jersey peaches in July. We're doing our tomatoes all summer long, and we want to keep the nutrients in. We want to keep all the flavor intact. The best way to do that is flash freezing. That's what Bird's Eye, as we all know, for frozen foods. That's where Bird's Eye became famous, was they invented flash freezing, and Liebherr actually goes down to a negative 30 degrees in its freezer.
Let me show
you how they do it. It's very cool. So Liebherr, they're made in Germany, and if you just look up in here, and it's called Super Frost. When we push that button, the freezer, which are these great freezer drawers, the freezer will then go down to a negative 30 degrees. It takes about 6 hours. So how we would do it is, I would say, okay, I'm going to go pick my blueberries at Terhune Orchards, local, and but I know I'm going to bring a whole bunch that I'm going to want to flash freeze for my smoothies in February. So I'm going to turn on my Super Frost 6 hours before I'm planning to put it into the freezer. And when I come back, I'll put it in, pack up my bags, put them in the freezer. It will actually flash freeze down to negative 30 degrees, keeping all that nutrients in. And that's what's so cool about Liebherr, negative 30 degrees.
Now look, this looks as if it was a built-in unit. Is it in fact?
Well, one of the great things about Liebherr is they're very integrated to the cabinet. So this is actually a freestanding unit to look like a built-in. So you can actually not have the cabinets there, or you can actually build this in. This is actually a little cheater, so that if you needed to replace a built-in that's 84 inches tall, this is 80 inches tall. This is a little cheater to fill in the spot to make it look like a built-in. Very cool.
Very cool. Listen, Debbie, thanks so much for your time.
I'm so happy to partner with Princeton Eats. We all want to buy local, eat local, and shop local.